The number one question that every freelance copywriter wants to know is, where do I get clients? Should I try cold email? Should I do paid ads? Should I get on Upwork? Well, I'm kicking off a brand new 30-day challenge to find out. Now, in this challenge, I'm going to be starting over from scratch to build a brand new freelance copywriting business. And I'm going to be doing it comparing two of the most popular methods people use to get clients. One, cold email.
Winter is coming.
And two, Upwork.
Please, no! 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 No!
In this video, you're going to see what it was like for my first 10 days on Upwork. You know, what it was like to set up the account, my experience sending proposals, and ultimately how much money I made. Now, this is just part one in a multi-part series I'm putting together. So if you guys are excited about this, if you don't want to miss those future updates, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because I cannot wait to see what happens at the end, because ultimately we want to see, where is the best place for you to build your business? Where is it the most fun? And ultimately, where can you make the most money if you're starting from scratch? I'm going to go ahead and dive into what it was like to build my business on Upwork for the first 10 days. And first things first, I have to get signed up with an Upwork account. Now, getting signed up was super easy for me because I'm leaving most of the fields blank. Not putting in any work experience, no certifications, anything like that. So I'm just skipping most of it. The one thing I did want to actually spend some time on for day number one was one, my headshot, and two, my profile description. In the event that someone actually, lands on my page, I wanted to write some copy to kind of differentiate myself. So I just wrote something kind of really quickly to throw up there and kind of show that I'm different than other writers. And since I don't have any experience to actually lean on, I just kind of try to use some fun stylistic copy. Since one of the only things that potential clients will be seeing of me is my headshot, I wanted to kind of look maybe a little bit older and a little bit more experienced. So let me know what you guys think about this look. Did I go in disguise? Do you think I look a little bit older? I just went with this because I wanted to try to optimize the thing that I could optimize for, which was maybe looking a little bit more professional. Now, Upwork keeps telling me that my profile is only 30% complete because I skipped most of the fields, but we got to move on, because what I know is I need to be finding good jobs and sending proposals, because chances are nobody's searching for me on Upwork right now, and nobody even cares what my profile says. So the only thing that I'm putting stock into is sending good proposals and finding good jobs that I actually feel like I could help people with. I'm going to just go and sift through the job board today and see if I can find some gold among some of the junk, because there is some junk on here. I've already seen some things listed for like 1 cent per word, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. So hopefully I don't have to resort to those things. I don't know. We'll see though.
2 hours later.
Man, it's been a day. So end up sending 8 proposals today, and I've yet to see any responses or clicks on my profile. And I'm probably going to wrap up for the day because I haven't seen any new job postings that actually make any sense for me, or anything that I really want to jump into. And I really don't want to resort to going to the lowest paying stuff right out of the gate. Okay, so it's day 2, baby, and we woke up to this message from Jack, which I was super excited about, because I was like, hopefully we just hear back from anyone. He says, "Hey, Rob," and I was just trying to mirror him. So I was like, "Hey, Jack." And he says, "Thanks for sending this over. It's very detailed. Unfortunately, we're going to go with another writer on this one, but I'll make sure they have it when they get started." Are you freaking kidding me? I'm like, you're going to send this to the other writer who you chose to work with? And I really think my decision to over-deliver in these proposals may have backfired, because I think it's actually so overwhelming that the clients are like, in this case, they're giving the playbook that I wrote them to the other freelancer. So I think I'm going to completely change my game plan going into today. Rather than like over delivering and maybe slowing myself down by sending so much detail in the proposals, I think I'm just going to start writing some crazy hooks.
2 hours later.
So just checking back in with you guys, I end up spending the better part of the morning kind of sifting through jobs. It's a little bit less quality postings today. I guess that's just kind of the nature of this, is that you see, some jobs are better some days, some are less. And today was a little lighter, but it was a lot faster in terms of actually going out there and applying, because I didn't take the strategy I took yesterday of trying to over deliver. I just tried to catch their attention with my proposal and really kind of prove a little bit that I knew what I was talking about, but more try to use some attention grabbing copy. So I ended up applying to 7 more jobs, bringing our total to 15 so far. And Just as I was about to close out the app for the day, I realized that I'm running out of connects. So I've got to upgrade to a premium version of Upwork because at this rate that I'm going, I'm not going to sign any deals. It seems like no one's getting back to me. And so I really want to have the opportunity to actually keep applying to jobs. So hopefully that I get something by the end of this because my connects are dwindling. So I've used up like literally almost all of them. Okay, so it's early morning on day 3, and I have good news to share. Someone got back to me. It appears that our shift in strategy may have worked. Yesterday, I only sent creative, fun, and just engaging proposals, and it appears to have gotten through to at least this one client who was looking for someone to actually do some work on some advertorials, and he made a joke about it in his job description where he said, most copywriters don't know what this is. So I took a fun approach and kind of a crazy lead where I said, "Adver what?" And he seemed to get a kick out of it. So I really wanted to nail this. So I wrote something custom on the spot, just kind of created almost in the exact style and tone that they had done. So I spent about a half an hour actually creating this for him, and then I sent it over, and now he's just left me on red.
Why you left me on red? Huh? Why you left me on red? You think you all that?
So I don't know if he's going to just take a look and get back to me, but I did see that he popped into the Google Doc, and maybe he's reading it. Maybe we'll end up with our first gig. I don't know. I do know that I want to kind of double down on the strategy from yesterday because it was actually more fun to write, and it was actually a lot easier to get through those proposals. So I'm going to spend the rest of today kind of trying to, send some more outreach and find some good jobs.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I'm back sooner than even expected. Someone has already gotten back to me from my responses this morning, and she's asking for samples. So I'm kind of nervous based on how things went last time where the guy asked for an advertorial sample and I sent it, nothing happened. But what I decided to do was really go and study the website that she had sent across and try to model it the best that I can in terms of the style and tone of copy that she's liked. What she's asking for is a sales page. So I created a custom sample for her and I sent it back over to her. And now I'm kind of in a waiting mode to kind of see, what does she think? Because she's actually in the Google document as I'm recording this right now. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, it's been a full hour. She's been in the document the whole time and she just got back to me. And guess what, guys? She just sent the contract through. Oh my gosh, I literally can't even tell you how excited I am about this. I don't even care that it's so cheap. I could actually see the bid range on the project because now that I have the premium tier of Upwork, I could see where everyone was bidding. So I tried to underbid everyone. So I bid the lowest amount and she accepted it. She loves the copy. So at this point, at the end of day 3 here, we have sent 21 proposals in total and we've already signed our first gig for $100. It's the best $100 I've ever made at this point because I was getting quite desperate for today. We're back. It's day 5. The advertorial guy still hasn't gotten back to me, so I'm beginning to think that's a dead end. But the good news is we did get another reply from someone else. The problem is they're asking for samples. Now, in this experiment, I'm trying not to lean on any of my previous work experience or samples or copy or anything like that. So most of the time I'm having to write these things on the spot because that's how most new freelancers are. So even though I do have a sample I could send her that will be perfect for this, I had to create a custom sample for her, to which she asked if I had any results from the campaign, which in this case, I don't because this isn't something that I shipped. So she left me on red and I haven't heard back from her and the project is now closed out. So I'm assuming she went with someone else. So that kind of stings. Then the advertorial guy finally got back to me. He said, "Hey Rob, we're going to have to pass here and go with someone a bit more experienced. Hit me up when you've got a little more practice." Wow. That one hurt, especially because I've written these advertorials before. So if you've ever heard this from a client, if you are a beginner trying to make your way and make your name out there, I know how you feel because this really stung. And I will be honest, I walked up to stairs with my girlfriend. It's just like, I've been rejected again, and I'm very annoyed right now. So day 5 has been a very unfruitful day overall. Today is Sunday, and I actually need to begin work on the project for the client that I signed. So I've marked off about an hour this morning and an hour later this evening that I'm going to actually go ahead and get started on the sales page and emails for that project that I was to sign. That'll be the bulk of today. I haven't really seen any gigs come through. I'm still going to apply to a couple just because I think it's important to kind of keep that daily activity up. So I got up early and have been working on editing it this morning so I can make sure that it looks perfect by the time that she gets it. But I just got this email from my apartment complex that a truck has hit a power line nearby and they're expecting the power to go out. So now I'm super stressed because I obviously have to email this to her, and I'm working inside of a Google Doc. So I hope that I can get this done and actually sent out to her before, everything goes down, because apparently now I have 2 deadlines, one for the client and one that the power may go out. Okay, so the power did go out. And now I actually had to finish getting the email ready to send and actually deliver all this stuff to the client on my phone. And I'm super nervous about it because whenever I send stuff on my phone, I almost always have typos. So hopefully she likes it. I've never been this nervous in delivering copy to a client. I feel really good about everything we've done, and I feel like the email kind of positions me as an authority and really delivers the copy in a good way. But, you never know, especially when this is the first time you're working with someone. So, hopefully the power will come back on and I'll actually be able to check in and see what she thinks. But we beat our deadline, at least, despite the power outage. So only a half hour has passed, but I have brilliant news to share with you guys. She loves it. She loved the copy. She's actually already responded, and she's wanting me to do some other work for her almost immediately. She said she has 2 other courses in the works and is really excited about it. So this feels so good that the client actually loves it, and she's ready to write a great review, which I know is going to be so critical to my profile overall. And that's one of the reasons why I was willing to take that lower fee, because I was like, I just need some reviews. I need to prove that I can actually do this. And I know once I write something that I will be able to get more clients. So this is amazingly positive news. I am so freaking excited about this. I literally could probably jump from joy because now this looks like it may actually turn into some more work.
A few moments later.
So I just got back from the gym and I was planning to kind of close out of Upwork for the day and be done with it. But I just got this email that has kind of blown my mind. Take a look at this. I didn't even know this could happen. We had agreed upon $100 for this project, but look what I got paid. $200. I made $100 tip with this first gig, and I got my first review, and it's a 5-star glowing review nonetheless. And we agreed on $300 to do those 2 additional sales pages, which I'm really excited about. That'll bring our total earnings at this point up to $500, which is not bad for the first week here. But this feels amazingly good to get that tip. And I guess this goes to show you that, not all the clients on Upwork are that bad. It looks like I found one, at least, that's worth their weight in gold. So I'm back on day 10. On the past 2 days, really, there haven't been much in terms of replies to my proposals. I still went out there and applied to a couple more gigs that I saw coming through. But the only big update is I actually got that second project's contract officially signed, and we are set to go for the $300. And I'm really excited to crush that project for her, just like the first one. And taking a step back, here are the numbers for the whole thing. I sent 29 proposals and landed 2 projects for a total of $500. And I have to say, I'm really excited about how things are going up to this point. I have some momentum on my side if I can get a second review in there for the second project, and my confidence is really being boosted. And in terms of going out there and using the strategy I've been using to potentially get some replies. And so I'm really excited to push forward on the remaining 20 days of this challenge and see where we end up at the 30-day milestone. But things are looking up. during this same time frame, I've also been cold emailing. I've been splitting my days in half, where I'm doing half the day on Upwork and half the day doing cold emails. So I'm going to be posting a second video update on how things are going on that front. If you guys like this video, if you don't want to miss that one, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because that video update will be coming out very soon. And you'll see the same process of my day-by-day breakdowns of how things went with the cold emailing side of things. But I'd really love to know, what was your biggest takeaway? Were you shocked by how much I made? Should I have made more? What do you guys think is going to happen on the cold email front? Drop your guess down below. I will be responding to all the comments that come through in the first 24 hours, and we'll see what happens with the remainder of the challenge. Really excited about it. Thanks, guys.